Everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. Wanted to talk about buffs, how they get created, how you could figure them out, where you get them. In particular, we're looking at March size buffs in the rally spot. I got a request from a viewer and he's like, you know what? A lot of my guys on my server still don't understand this. So obviously, if you're an advanced player, you understand this. All good. But intermediate, beginner players, this is so important. Rally size is everything. First thing you should do every time you do a new keep level is do the rally spot. Always keep it up because March size is king in this game. So if we look at mine, I have 790,000 base, and that's going to be very, very important in what we talk about today, the base. And then 4.6 million added on to that. Now, let's pretend that's 800,000 and let's pretend that's 4.6 million. It's roughly 6 times, right? 6 times 8 would be 48. So it's roughly just under 6 times bonus I'm getting. So basically 600%. And anyways, let's figure how that is. So first thing you need to figure out is what your max base March size is. And this is going to be the most important thing in the game for you. Because no matter what you add, some people think when you add, let's go to our rally spot, our duty officer. And this will be the first buff you should get. And some people think when you add something like 70,000, a flat number, that gets added to the base. It does not. It does not get added. It just gets added on, but it doesn't become a multiplier. The 30% is a multiplier of the base, not all the flat numbers. So let's look at other places that there are buffs, and then we'll get into a couple extra ones that are out there. So this is a spreadsheet made by player Caesar, and basically he starts out the exact same way we're starting out now. Rally spot. 39, 500,000. Let's make sure we're on the same page here. And at rally spot 39, it is 500,000. So we're off to a good start. So, let's stay on track here. I won't deviate too much right now. So research coordination, advanced coordination, super coordination, supreme coordination, those all add different things. Some are percentages and some are flat numbers. And they're basically all in the regular academy. So make sure to get those done. If you go over to regular military, you could scroll, you could find them like here, advanced coordination, add 100%, super coordination, add 50%, and they're in there. And then I believe there's some more in military advanced, things like advanced prestige. Yes, so we added 100,000 there. So you could go through all those in the regular academy. Then in MA2, 4, 5, there is 12, 18, and 30%. Now, I don't see in here higher levels of MA, and they do exist. So this was probably done before. But if we go into one of these down here, I finished all the ones I could that would have it. But in one of these, there is a March size they're very good. I think it's like 30% that they're going at now. And maybe just my luck, they're going to be over on the melee area. So right there, March size 40%. And that's MA9. And then MA6 and 7 have a 20 and a 30. MA8 has nothing. That's why I've always suggested skip K43. Like do 42 and jump right to 44 with all of the resources. Save them all up because you want to get to that next March size, or at least save the scrolls, tactic scrolls, to be able to do it once you get there right away. So VIP level, this is one that so many people don't look at, and it's over in here. And mine is a puny 22. I know everyone will be rolling their eyes and being shut up, loser. But nowadays in the game, man, people are like VIP 22 in 3-4 months. It's not what it used to be. And where is it? Where does it say my March size? Right there, 94%. I'm actually very, very close to getting to the next level, and it would be 116,000. So I would add about 20 something thousand. I actually could get there now. I have the pink gems saved up, but I'll show him just for Bad Aussie because he always likes to comment on my actual gems. But there's my pink gems, and just no desire to use them. Just, I guess I don't really think I'll be coining too much in the future. So I'm just kind of saving them in case there's a big event and something comes up, and I guess I'll use them. But as of now, no plans. But eventually I'll get to that VIP 23, and then you guys can make fun of me more. So rank Archduke. This is something, so like if you guys just had a server merge, this is the type of thing that like, oh man, sorry, like you might get screwed. So if you go to rank details in these things and you look at like Knight, March size capacity, 5,000. Go all the way up to Duke, and you're going to be getting March size capacity 30K. And then you want to get all the way up, and Archduke is 50K, and Regent goes up to 100K. So big deal to jump up in those ranks, continue moving up. And then you have your, there's two generals actually for the rally spot. One is Toyotomi, who everyone has used, and he has a specialty skill, and he has also just a buff in his main skill. Now, there is the new guy, I think his name's like Zhang Liang, and he's slightly better. But Toyota, it's very, expensive to get these ones, but everybody should at least do this one, March size, get this one up, and then get that at least to like purple, maybe orange. It's definitely worth it. And then in his regular skill here, he has another one. And something else not to overlook is on duties, make sure you get them to super duty, guys. Everybody should be super duty here. One of the first goals you should get when you get a duty officer, get him to super duty. And the reason you could see here, special is 25% and 50, super is 30 and 70, and that's a lot. And when you look at 30%, so if we look at the rally spot here, let's pretend I had a 500,000 rally spot, which is what was in 39. So if I had 500,000, 30% of that, right, that's going to be 90,000. That's big, because 30% of 100 would be, actually, no, it's 150,000. Wow, so much more than I just said. So 30% of 100 would be 30,000 troops. And 30,000 troops times 5 is 150,000. So really, really big buffs that will help you out. And then all sorts of this garbage in Ideal Land. But man, if you got the money, you are laughing. Like if you go to your Ideal Land, mine's puny and it's the worst one. And I don't have a message board because I will just take the most harassment in all of Evony. And I just don't want to read it. But actually, maybe I should put one up just because it would be funny. So, yeah, let's put one up. So, let's figure out where this is. I haven't had one, but collection, limited. Where is this? Construct. Oh, and that's another 500,000 food. I can spare that. Okay, our thing here is a mess. Let's put it where people can actually find it. Nice in the open there. Are you sure you want to take this hate? Done. All right. So guys, leave me messages. Be kind. And there we go. So Ideal Land in there's all sorts of different buffs, different March size buffs. Freedom Hero. This is huge. So this is something that everybody should absolutely consider when you're picking, like, if you have a low budget, it's going to take like a year, maybe more, for you to be able to do a full Civ gear set by getting lucky and getting fragments and that sort of stuff. You really should consider the Freedom set as one of them. I know it sucks because, like, you can use most of this stuff. Like, this can go on the weapon can go on a monster hunting general. The jacket goes on ground. The boots and pants can go on archer. This can go on mounted. And then you kind of get a crappy hat, which I guess can go on like, it could be your hat for your wall general for a little bit until you get full choreo, or it could be on a mounted general to kill monsters. And then some of them have amplification that you can do. Which ones did I amplify? I specifically chose this one. So there's no reason for me to amplify monster gear, except I wanted that 10% march size. And then Augustus also has it, and I'm really considering, is it Augustus? I thought it was. I swear it was Augustus that had it, but I guess not. Another one has march size somewhere, and I was planning on possibly, right here we go. So the second archer one, I was planning on maybe amplifying that to get more march size as well, because that's just how important it is, even though I don't need it for anything else. And then there's also Civ equipment and Civ, so it does have it there as the increases. And then it has an unknown march size increase, 15%. Maybe it's on the generals. And then it has these buffs. So that's something you also should be looking at. I'm going to show you something here in the buffs, and we're going to use possibly the greatest general of all time, Genghis Khan, march size 15%. So back in the day, Genghis was actually a massive OP general. So you got the 15, you got the 21, and then you got, at the end here, 31% march size buff with him. He was super strong back in the day. And they really should, they're doing him an injustice. They should fix it. And King Arthur's another one with the march size. And then just random generals will have a little bit of march size. And then some gear will have it as well, right? Like some rings will have march size buff. And that's pretty much it for what's going on with the rally spot and different buffs in the game. One thing you should really keep in mind is these in-battle ones that you're going to use march size capacity. So 50, 100, and 200%. Those are based off of the base. So right here, I have, let's just call it 800,000 and 4.6 million. And so that's going to be 5.6. 5.6 million that I would have there. And it's actually 5.4. So we're off a little bit. And then we'll go into our presets and take a look at someone. So it should be 5.4, but it's 5.7 because these general combos have some gear, some stuff that'll help it out. My ground is at 6.4. 6.03, I mean. And I got a little confused there because I was also in my head thinking about, I forgot after whatever that battlefield was today, Battle Clash of Civilizations, to change these presets to put Huokabong as my assistant, which will drop a little bit of the march size capacity. Anyways, when you do those buffs, it goes off of here. Right, off of the 800,000. So if I do a 100% buff, I'm adding 800,000. If I do a 200, I'm adding 1.6 million. If I'm doing 50%, I'm adding 400,000. Now there is that other super buff. I've never in my life used it. I don't even know when I would want to use it, so it's not there. It's in the battle shop, glory shop. Is this where it is? So increase march size. So it costs 25,000 gems, and you'll increase it by 300%. So, I should try it out one time and just see how strong it is. But you basically would add, I would add an extra 800,000. But I've never even thought of doing that ever. I can't imagine me ever saying, oh, this one moment in time, it would be worth it to spend those gems. So I guess, but I know I've been hit with it. I know I've had people hit me with like 9.5 million, and it hurts. So maybe one day. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Join the Discord, find out information like that in the spreadsheet section, and all around just talk and have a good time. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.